This is Edie Hovermale, host for Pacific Occurrence. This evening we're talking with representatives from the North Coast Hockey League. We have Joel Farbstein, North Coast Hockey League president and parent. Welcome, Joel.
Thank you.
And we have Mike Hovermale, board member, coach, parent, and happens to be my husband. Welcome, Mike.
Thanks for having me.
Tell me a little bit about how you got involved with the North Coast Hockey League.
Well, I grew up in St. Louis, and I played a lot of baseball, but I also skated on creeks when they froze over, and I played hockey in my basement. After college, I started working on telecasts for ABC Sports or CBS or NBC as a statistician or graphics person and writer for any sport, for baseball, football, basketball, cycling, boxing, and hockey. My wife and I moved to Montera. She works in Pacifica. My 5-year-old came home from Happy Heart Daycare one day and said he saw a hockey goal out at his daycare and he wanted to play hockey at the airport, and he called it Josh's Rink because that was his son's name, Josh Richards, at Happy Heart. And I enrolled him, we started playing, and I really liked the people there. The league was fun, the board members who ran it, it wasn't hyper competitive, it was casual, it was just a really good experience, and that's what I wanted for my kids, and I'm glad now that I'm able to help pass it on to others.
Mike, how did you get involved?
Well, I started playing hockey as a kid. When I was about 7, I learned to skate and was playing hockey within a year or so. And played ice hockey all the way up through high school. And after having kids, I never really set it out as a goal to have my kids play hockey. But one day we were driving up the coast and we saw the rink at the Half Moon Bay Airport. And the kids looked out the window and they said, "That's what we want to do. That's the sport we want." And so I had enough background to help them into it, and we've been playing for about 6 years now.
So this is not ice hockey; it's roller hockey. So can you give me some information on that?
Sure. I'm not sure the first time that there were blades or ice skates, but roller blades were invented in 1760 by a Belgian inventor named Joseph Merlin, who in London demonstrated this new contraption, and it really doesn't look anything like these skates at all. Now it had multiple wheels on each one. But it was so people could play a form of hockey or skate indoors or outdoors, and so it didn't have to have frozen conditions. In the 1880s, in Rhode Island and in Massachusetts, was the first time that there were reports of roller polo, another form of, I guess, hockey, a precursor to hockey. In 1936 was the first time that there were roller hockey championships that were in Stuttgart, Germany. But the sport really grew quite a bit in the 1980s and 1990s when people were rollerblading quite a bit. And you see that as a much more mainstream sport. And people picked up hockey. In 1992, it had grown to the extent that it was a demonstration sport at the Summer Olympics in Barcelona. And I happened to be there as a statistician at the time. And roller hockey is a game at the Pan Am Games as well. In 1994, the North American Roller Hockey Championships, NARCH, which is a very prestigious event for roller hockey, takes place, and this year it's in San Jose. And right now, roller hockey is in 60 countries around the world. It's really major business for companies like Nike and CCM, Mission, Easton.
Can you tell me about the North Coast Hockey League? And where it is, and give me some information on how it got started.
Right. Well, you can't talk about the history of the North Coast Hockey League without talking about hockey in the Bay Area. And the California Golden Seals played in San Francisco, really at the Oakland Coliseum, from 1967 to 1976, and then the franchise moved to Cleveland. And there was no hockey in the Bay Area until the San Jose Sharks got a franchise and moved back in 1991. They played the first 2 years up at the Cal Palace before moving down to San Jose. But in 1992, Andy and Caroline Plummer had the great idea on the coast of having a roller hockey league with a new enthusiasm around the San Jose Sharks because we all enjoy them. So they started a for-profit league at the airport in Half Moon Bay. They worked with the airport authority, the San Mateo County airports, and built a 60-foot by 160-foot rink, if you want to call it that, and a lot of people did it. This is a board from the rink. It's 18 inches high. And you have some experience with this.
So the boards covered or surrounded the rink surface. The rink surface was really just the airport tarmac. But the first time that my wife Edie attended the rink, the older guys were playing. Two of these guys came at a high rate of speed toward the boards, and then, as we used to do, they just sort of jumped, and the puck stayed in, but they came out of the boards and went rolling over the tarmac. And Edie looked at me and said, "What have you gotten us into?" But these boards were very effective at keeping the little kids in, as well as the pucks. This board design actually survived a dozen years or more.
Right. So it initially started as a for-profit enterprise, but people like Brian McNamara, Gail and Luz Preciado, Mark Stegmeyer, Mike Durso, Jackie Sullivan, they decided it's better for the kids if this was under the Coastside Youth Association. So they brought it into the nonprofit that it is today, and really developed the sport at the time. They had the vision to purchase a regulation rink that's 185 feet by 85 with plexiglass. It extends 8 feet up. So
it looks like an ice hockey rink.
Right.
Similar construction.
Right. And they moved it up from Playa del Rey, California, and built that. And the school district, Cabrillo Unified School District, and the Boys and Girls Club joined together and let us build the rink after many, many years, after 6 years in storage, from 2002 to 2008. And we finally were able to build it on high school property, the Half Moon Bay High School.
It's really good to be in association with the Boys and Girls Club. I know that's been a really good thing. I believe we have some video roll-ins of some of the
high school team.
High school team and the junior Cougars.
Right.
Nice. Go get it again. All right. No, Kevin's doing better.
My name is Sophie. I've been playing hockey since I was 5 years old. I'm going to turn 8 in a few days. And why I like hockey is because my dad and brother play.
Hi, my name is Ryan, and I have been skating for 5 years. I hope you're inspired by me because hockey is awesome, and I hope you do it too.
Hello, my name is Lou Palladino, and I'm a coach here in Half Moon Bay with the North Coast Hockey League, and I've been involved for about 4 years now. And this league started over 10 years ago, and we used to play at the airport in Moss Beach. And a few years ago, through some generous donations and a lot of hard work and support, we've been able to develop and build this wonderful rink here in Half Moon Bay. It's a blast. Kids that get skates on and feel the speed and power of hockey, they just tend to love it. And that's one of the reasons I love coaching, is just the kids are passionate. They come out here and there's nobody picking daisies on the hockey rink. Everybody's going for it. It's a great place for kids to get exercise, learn great skills and teamwork,